Hello, everyone. So, this is going to be my review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, also known as like Jurassic Park 5. Alright, so plot for this one. So, apparently, a volcano is about to erupt on the island with all the dinosaurs, so there's this huge debate whether to let nature take its course and extinct all the dinosaurs again or to save them. Well, the woman from the first Jurassic World movie wants to save them all, and so John Hammond's, okay, this is like stuff that was never introduced before. So John Hammond's old partner, Lockwood, and Lockwood's young business manager enlist both her and the raptor trainer from the movie, Chris Pratt, into going and taking at least a couple species off the island to relocate them into the sanctuary so they can roam free and still be dinosaurs and not be extinct. And so they go there, but here's the spoilers. Okay, double cross, that's not what's really happening. They end up taking all these dinosaurs back into the homeland, because that's always a great idea, into California. And this Mills guy, the business guy in charge of the first mission, the original mission, who sent everybody over there to get the dinosaurs, this Mills guy is actually having an auction for all of these dinosaurs, so that they can use them for their own, like, medicine, soldier-wise. Also, he wants to create new dinosaurs again with the genetic material to make them trainable and more, I guess, worth more money. And of course, all hell breaks loose, and they get chased around. And then, in the end, they all get released into America. Okay, so that was the summary. Review on this one. And this is what my friend said, who I watched it with, and this is exactly what I was thinking throughout the entire movie. It didn't feel like a Jurassic Park movie. There was so many just human scenes in here, and it happened, most of the stuff happened like on the mainland and in a house or in offices. It didn't feel like all the other ones. A large part of the movie, if not all the movie, took place on the island and chasing, getting, caught in there and trying to run for your life in different situations. And that's what those movies are kind of about. But this one just, it didn't feel, it felt like corporations running wild, and all corporations are bad. And not only that, my big problem with this is that they reused the plot lines for a couple different movies and shots. So it wasn't even like I was watching an original movie, because let's see, they reused the plot from number 2, which brought the T-Rex to San Diego and them kind of trying to catch it. And obviously number 2 was also the one where they went there, but they got double crossed by the team and didn't think that they were going to bring a dinosaur back, but that's what they were doing. So that exactly is what happened in this movie. So it was like a repeat of that information, of that plot point. And then they used the same plot point for Jurassic World 1, where they recreated, they made their own genetic dinosaur. They made this super raptor. Didn't we learn that lesson from the first Jurassic World movie, not to make something better and smarter than humans, because that's just going to be bad. It was highly predictable what was going to happen. They used a lot of shots, compositions from actually the first movie into this one. There was, it was, a lot of the action took place in this really old, huge mansion. So it had one of those little doors, trolley systems where you can crawl in and go between the walls. And so it had that almost exact same shot from the first movie when Ellie was trying to, not Ellie, but the young girl was trying to, close it as the raptor's charging at her. It's the exact same shot. Climbing up the stairs and getting nipped at the ankle, exact same shot. Having the computer nerd kind of saved the day a little bit, exact same plot element. It wasn't a lot, it was just a mishmash of a lot of the original story, but it just didn't execute it well enough, I feel like. And there are just some things that just didn't make sense to me. Like, they made a big deal about turning the lights off in this one scene. I'm like, why would you want to turn the lights off? Wouldn't you want to know where the raptor is? I mean, I know the raptor could probably see you, but could probably smell you and hear you better. So, I mean, turning the lights off isn't gonna like have a huge advantage over this super raptor. So that didn't make sense. And then like there was a scene where the guy like shot the dinosaur and made it go to sleep, right? The raptor, and then he opens the cage and gets in there. Why? I mean, he wanted a trophy off of it. That it still didn't make any sense why you would go in there. I was just like, what? You're an idiot. And I really feel like it was only like the filmmakers thinking, ooh, let's make this other exciting moment by making this happen. I'm like, no human in their right mind would do that. And of course, you're gonna make it go free and wreak havoc on it. It's just, what I did really, there were some things I did enjoy. I mean, I did like the island sequence, running away from the lava. That was cool. I did like running away from the raptors and dinosaurs in the mansion. I really liked that one, and I really liked the that one dinosaur that was just ramming its head at everything and just flinging everybody. And I was thinking, with all these people at the auction, that one little dinosaur, not even like eating people, it's just headbutting everybody. I'm like, if you can't control that one dinosaur, how are you going to expect to control a T-Rex and everything else? I know that the computer nerd was supposed to be this comic relief, but he was really annoying actually, and his role felt very overacting. He was just like, I'm gonna act over hysterical, and like all of his jokes kind of fell a little flat. And of course, he had to have a little kid in there, so that was the girl. And that was the other thing. Like they made this look, another spoiler alert, as they're approaching Mills and saying, "Oh, you're so evil and everything. I want that girl back." And he's just like, "Just so you know, she's actually a clone." I'm like, there was no motivation to tell everybody that she was a clone, and now I kind of like, oh, okay, but it was just kind of throwaway thing. Like they made her feel like her identity was secret a little bit, like by not showing her picture of her mother. And when I saw the picture of her mother, I'm like, I don't get it. And then like you find out she's a clone, I'm like, okay. It doesn't really advance the plot. I don't really care. And finally, but the whole sequence in the mansion was a lot of fun. On the roof, of course, they were using the shot again of almost being attacked, but then another dinosaur goes in and kind of attacks the other dinosaur, and it's just, in the end, it's just two dinosaurs fighting, kind of like the end of the first movie, and at the end of Jurassic World, where another bigger dinosaur takes over the action. And I really didn't like the ending. Another spoiler alert, all of the dinosaurs were about to be poisoned to death in this basement for a leak. And keep in mind, they're in California. They're not on an island. They're actually in America, on mainland. And they had the choice to either open the doors and let them go free or just let them die there. And the grown-ups were like, yeah, the right decision is to let them die. Because if you open that door and they get out, there is almost no way to track them and whatever. So, but then the little girl's like, I'm going to open the door because I have a heart and they're alive. And so they all leave. And so the end of the movie is basically all the dinosaurs in the mainland. And now I'm like, okay, so we have all these predators that are going to kill us, including the Velociraptor, including the T-Rex, including all the other dinosaurs. And so I'm like, is movie 6, the next movie, all going to be about an apocalypse, the human extinction because of the dinosaurs? Is that what's going to happen now? I just disagreed with it. I actually would have minded just even artistic point of view to kill all the dinosaurs. And then I'm like, oh, that could have, no, the scientists got away with all the DNA anyway, so you're going to create more dinosaurs, so there's more sequels. But now, I mean, I guess it made it more interesting, I get, but I'm like, just didn't like the ending. All right, so out of, 23, 20, I think I'm at 24, 25, I could be at 25 movies, I forgot. This is going to be number 15 out of 25 movies. So I'd rather watch it more than Adrift, which was now bumped down from 15 to 16. This was a little bit more fun to watch. I agree. It's a Jurassic World movie. Who doesn't like Chris Pratt? Because he's just a fun human to watch in any movie. But number 14 is going to be Red Sparrow, and that one movie was just a little bit more original, more just well acted, and there's a lot just more in Red Sparrow that I enjoyed than I did in this Jurassic World sequel. All right, folks, that is it. So I will see you for next review. All right, thanks. Bye.